You are an incredibly dishonest person, and sometimes that's acceptable, but the things you're dishonest about are next level. And I'm not just talking about the fact that you don't actually have eyebrows. I'm talking about the fact...
Fill her up.
You're listening to the GaS Digital Network.
It's time for GaS Digital Now. Join producer Natalie and Blind Mike to learn what's going on behind the scenes of your favorite shows.
We're about to find out. Welcome to GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital wrap-up show.
We're
for real live in the hive. Welcome to our new time, 6 o'clock Thursdays, which is when we've kind of been recording this show for like 3 years, and we're finally live. The spot was open. The spot was opened by, rest in peace, Dark Holes.
Che Dorena.
Yeah, and Jorge finally pointed out a couple weeks ago that we should just be doing it live and take that spot.
I agree.
And
It's a good idea.
can.
We should try that.
We should try that.
Yeah, so we're so glad to be more current for you guys. We've never been more now than we are right now.
Yeah, the nowest we've ever been is how Mike put it on his story, and I really liked that.
The nowest we've ever been. It doesn't get more now than this.
If this is for whatever reason your first time watching, this does go on YouTube too, so this could be your first episode, and in which case we're not live. This is GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital wrap-up show. We talk about the best moments that happened on the network this week. And Mike came in just under the wire, and I asked him to get me McDonald's.
We got the goy slop.
Is that what they're calling it? This is Mike's second sandwich. Mike, instead of a side of fries, got 2 different sandwiches. The first one was what he called the knockoff of the Chick-fil-A sandwich. It came in a sleeve. And my sandwich is out there. I got a Big Mac, but I'm not going to eat that on camera. So I have my fries and my drink here, and there's no fucking straws in the studio. That's facts.
They use them all for cocaine.
Oh, thanks. There we go. Thanks, Dom.
Thank you, Dom.
Shout out to Dom and Serafina in the booth.
Also doing cocaine.
Probably doing cocaine. Who knows? Yes, new time. I'm now the laptop slightly out of frame host. Very happy that, I guess I can't say that it has made me any more efficient yet.
I imagine Dom and Serafina are like the ex of the main woman in Casino. They're
both the ex?
No, remember the sleazy guy?
Yes.
And
yes.
It's like Dom and Serafina. They're like the couple.
Oh, that's their relationship. Dom is the sleazy guy.
And then Lewis.
That keeps asking for money.
Lewis is Greenstein or whatever the casino owner. And
yes,
he's like trying to get
Robert
Serafina.
De Niro, right? Trying to get her away from her old life. That was
she'll never leave Dom.
Yeah, exactly. I love this. I'm obsessed with this. He just watched Rap from this week. I can tell it's like top of mind.
I wish I was getting top of mind from Lewis. No, I'm kidding.
I have, first of all, completely unrelated to anything, but this is in the category of studio lore. I was talking to Lawrence Reese, who was just on the episode of On the Gate that comes out next week. And he was like, Korean barbecue is like buffet food, but the opposite. It's like, he's like, I don't like that they make you cook it yourself.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's like a buffet. You get as many foods as a buffet. And I go, yeah, but you don't have to get up. So it's like a buffet where the trade-off is instead of having to get up and get it, you cook it. But
and if it was like all Korean food instead of the good food that America offers.
I've never once been to an American-themed buffet.
Bro, think about like they should do American barbecue.
Mustache. Yeah, they should do American barbecue. You've been talking over me
all episode, and that was a good one.
You have a milk mustache.
American barbecue. That would be really good.
That's the first contender for title of the episode.
And then you have to flambe your steak on a little hot plate or whatever it is.
Right. That was it on that. I just thought it would be more relevant than it actually is.
I have studio lore.
Yeah, let's hear it.
My studio lore is yesterday, after the SDR show. I keep hearing from the other room. I'm just like sitting in my little editing bay corner, and I hear AJ just like ranting and raving,
As he's known to do.
and I'm like, but it sounds like he's impassioned, and I go in there and he is now. I go in there and I think this is like a bit. I think that this is like something that like, I don't know, Shannon or someone else had said as like a bit, and then AJ kind of was like building off of it to make a bit. But
he was for real.
Come to find out, he had suggested to Shannon on his own volition, completely serious, that she should bring her cats into the studio.
Permanently?
To hang out for the day.
Hang for the day?
The entire day.
And he was the one being impassioned about it?
Yeah, he's was like
this is a fucking great idea.
Trying to boiler room pitch her on it.
And we know he was serious.
Yes.
And not being AJ.
Yeah, because he kept hammering it home. He's like, oh, no, I don't know. I just think it's a good idea. Like, maybe, you always mention that, like, they need to get out of that. And he just, like, kept going on
Bro has never met a... That's something you would suggest before we move together. Before you know what a cat is like. Can you imagine... Have you ever been around on a day that I had to bring my cat to the vet? Can you imagine just, like... for no specific reason deciding to put her in a carrier and take her out of the house?
Yeah, and then getting the cat back in the carrier at the end of the day here would be the hardest
she's just gonna let it loose in the studio? What if people are allergic?
That was his idea. And then on top of that, we were like...
Just for the day.
Yeah, and then they go home at night. He wants an office pet that's Shannon's cats.
That's Shannon's responsibility.
And then she was like, well, they would just hide under the couch. I'm like, yeah, they're also going to be scared of all the people. He's like, no, they're going to want, like, get pet and stuff. And we're like, no, they won't. They're going to be frightened.
Fucking wild. AJ, I'm sure you've had some good ideas. Can't think of any specific ones right now, but that's not one of them. Oof. Yeah, that's hilarious.
He said that he had owned cats.
I suppose there are some cats that, like, you see videos on Instagram of cats that get walked on a leash and, like, carried in the guy's little bike carrier on a leash, and then he, like, lets it go and it comes back. But, like, that's like the cat, that's like the dogs that can talk. Like, that's like 0.1% of cats.
You'd be put in a dyke carrier. Yeah, it made no sense. And I seriously was halfway through. I'm like, you're doing a bit. He's doing a bit, right? And Shannon's like, no, he's been trying to tell me this for 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Guys, someone just said that you guys look like you're about to do a couple's photo shoot in the woods.
We are. Prom pictures.
This is my, like, quotes from, like, My Chemical Romance over it. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, you have...
No, you know what it looks like?
This. You have cum on your forehead right here.
You know what it looks like?
There you go.
It looks like
it's foam for anyone just listening.
It looks like that we're getting ready to take Christmas photos in the woods.
A little.
Or Thanksgiving, some kind of like gift holiday card, greeting card.
Yeah, you are dressed for the JCPenney photos, and I'm dressed for emo high school couple that it lives near a train track, wants to take photos in front of the train track.
Regardless, I think we're both making the college pamphlet.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
Diverse
college pamphlet.
I don't know about that. We're both white.
Yeah, but we're both minorities.
Sure.
Speaking of which, it was very funny to me, just a little aside, we don't have to get too much into No Need for Apologies, it was funny to me where Derek Gaines was like on the episode with Anya Malik, which you should check out, but he was like, white people are obsessed with black people, they fetishize us, and then for the next 10 minutes they were talking about Polish sausages. I'm like, who's obsessed with who?
That's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
You came and talked to the boss with sausage on your breath.
I also have in the studio lore section that we did hang out with Chris last week, and he bought Mike too many shots.
Oh yeah, he's
Some of me and my friends were hanging out after HSR, and then Jorge and Mike and Chris came and hung out with us, and Chris was like, let me buy you guys a shot right before you leave. And I was like, we got to catch the path. He's like, it'll be real quick. And so the three of us do a shot, and then I decline the second one, and he makes Mike take his second one, and Mike had a rough next day.
yeah. Thank you for bringing that up on air public.
Oh, I'm blaming Chris publicly. I'm saying thank you for the shots, but also fuck you for the shots.
Damn. Shots fired.
Because then I had to deal with Mike the next day, barfing.
You're saying that it's like I'm hitting you.
No. I had to deal with Mike hogging the bathroom the next day.
Yeah, mostly because I was
jerking off into the shower.
Washing strangers' feet in the name of Jesus.
That's beautiful.
But you got to do it in a tub. You can't just...
That you invite them up.
Yeah. Anyway.
2 pieces of like sort of housekeeping. The GaS 30s are coming up. You can tell us more about that.
That's it?
When? When are they?
The weekend of...
Is it Memorial Day? Memorial Day weekend, I believe. You are going. Do you know? They're going.
I believe it's the 22nd.
The 22nd to the 24th at the Creek in the Cave in Long Island, Austin.
It's in Austin.
And Tim Butterly and Zach Amico are on the Saturday night. That's the marquee night to go to.
Sounds like a hang.
And then the Sam Tripoli and rotating character swap in Super Smash Bros.
Right.
Because we never know who the other one is. And then the matinee show for the old people, Aaron Berg and Dave Landau. No, I'm kidding. I love Dave Landau and Berg. Yeah. What else did you? I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And to go to Austin, see my friends, and see some great comics finally get their due.
Agreed. I will not be there, but say hi to Mike.
Because Sam Tripoli has gotten a special. Has a special, but
shout out Sam
she
Tripoli.
loves talking over.
He loves not getting to a point.
You asked me to talk about it. I had no intention of bringing this up.
Okay, you confirmed that we were cool to talk about it before the show started.
I am.
Sorry for talking over you. I was gonna say hi to Mike, but you know what? Don't say hi to him. Fuck him. Say hi to them.
Yeah.
The other piece of housekeeping news, if I may, is to
house creeping.
House creeping. We got confirmation from the bosses that we are allowed to bring this up. That Godfrey's leaving the network. That's a big sad. That's a major show. I think Godfrey's the man. I love Dante. I'm gonna miss seeing them on Tuesday nights. Dante always is super nice to us when we see him.
Yeah.
And we're auctioning off his gamer chair. Just kidding.
It's very funny to me that there's a reality where T.I. had to be on a GaS Digital property.
I agree. I think that's pretty cool and hilarious. I still associate Godfrey with the video of him and a bunch of white kids in do-rags at the mall. And then also one of my first episodes as an engineer at GaS Digital where he was on the phone with a flat earther.
I think this is you're supposed to put a mix. I think this is you're supposed to mix something with it.
Booze?
Yeah. I think they make it so you can mix booze with it. And I just drank that.
I don't know maybe locally, but like, I don't know if McDonald's would promote that you should mix this.
They called it Dirty Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, the dirty is the foam. The foam is the dirty part.
Yeah, you would like that little foam, you dirty.
We can get into the shows if you want.
Let's
but
wait. Godfrey.
Yeah. Yes.
I said goodbye to Dante. I was like, I'm going to miss you. And he's like, yeah, I'll be around. And I was like, I know, but it's been cool to have you around on Tuesdays.
Agreed.
Yeah, it was always cool when Godfrey would just have the wildest guest that you never imagined would be in this basement.
When I first started working here and
Fucking
working on
Redman was here. I
remember that.
met Redman. That guy was on Cribs.
When
MTV Cribs, that's what he's known for. It's being on MTV Cribs.
He used to. Sometimes back in the day, it used to be like he'd have a guest on, and I'd be like, "Did you just find this girl like standing outside of a club on your way here?" And go, come in."
G Mike said that. G Mike said sometimes he would just like find a hot girl that had seen him at the cellar and be like, "You want to come do the podcast?"
Yes, I remember that specifically. My first bonding memories with G Mike when I was super new was like that similar era. Yeah, I haven't really watched it much since I stopped working on it. But if you have any more, I mean, I won't put you on the spot while you're eating, but
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah, specific episodes that we're seeing.
And watch the episode where it's literally Godfrey's version of the poem is when he first does the Steve Harvey voice with Derek Gaines on. It's that equivalent of Skanks the poem. It's that
classic.
Because it's the same thing of just in that moment he found it. That's the thing, right? That like him doing Steve Harvey reacting to everything instead of just doing the voice in relation to Family Feud, doing it and reacting to other things.
Yes.
Was like that was it right there. It's the probably one of the best I would put it up there at top 10 GaS digital moments of all time.
Yeah.
Is that Steve Harvey clip.
I think that's classic. I agree.
Where do you guys rank the Lord Jamar episode?
I was
Professor
off.
Dave.
I was off of the show at that point. If you have any, it seems like you want to put in how you felt, because weren't you on it at that point, or were you not here yet?
That was my very first episode, the Flat Earth one. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one was really good. And apparently Dante he broke the couch is a really good one. That was
Yeah.
These are all recent. You got to remember,
Right.
Godfrey's been around since like 2018 or something.
Right. I remember when I started on it, what's his name was the co-host? Andre.
Voldemort.
Are we not allowed to mention Andre anymore?
No,
now we can mention.
No, he
Godfrey's
he has the eyes of Voldemort. He looks like Voldemort.
I remember liking Andre when he was present, like not checked off of the show mentally.
True. Yeah.
That's it.
But
That's all I
yeah,
had
so many crazy
Yeah, good
memorable
moments.
I want to he's got to come on Story Wars.
Yeah, he does. That's
I don't think he's ever been on Story Wars. Yamaneika's been on Story Wars twice.
Yeah, that's a good poll. If he still lives here, like I assume he does still live here. I never see him as a guest on anything.
Nah, wake up.
Oh, okay. How the fuck am I supposed to
live here?
What the fuck am I
Why
supposed to?
wouldn't he live here?
Sometimes people move to LA, dog. What the fuck? That's
Why
not
would
even that crazy of a question.
Why would he come in every week?
Andre?
Oh no, I said Godfrey. What?
Oh my god. I thought you meant that Andre should be on the show.
No, Godfrey
You didn't
should
say
do
Godfrey.
Story
I
Wars.
was talking about Andre, and you said he should be on the show. He's never been on Story Wars before. And I went, and now the comparison to Yamaneika makes a lot more sense. However,
We're
Godfrey,
missing each other today.
Godfrey,
It's the airwaves. The airwaves
it's the
are
fact
going
that we're
out,
live. There's more
scrambling our
pressure to be
brains.
good. Is the truth.
We're getting Havana syndrome from the GaS studio.
Yeah, I'm seeing a mirage. He looks like a blind boy.
I wish I could see any mirage.
Godfrey doesn't really guest on a lot of stuff, though. Like, I never see Godfrey
He was
as
just on Jim Norton not too long ago.
a GaS show.
Oh,
Godfrey doesn't guest on any GaS shows.
yeah.
You know?
But I feel like he would enjoy. He would have some good ones for Story
I agree.
Wars.
Cool. That's it. We can move on to a real show now. You want to talk about Skanks?
Let's talk about one of yours first.
Rap?
Sure.
Rap was great this week. It was Brendan Sagalow and Lev Fur, who I don't see very much anymore now that he doesn't have a show on here.
And boy, is it hard to miss him.
True. You know he's really not around.
That fucking mustache.
I didn't notice the mustache right away, so if you didn't watch the episode, Lev has half of a mustache.
He's had it since the last time he was on Rap.
But the half, it's clear that he sometimes shaves the half. The half is not very long. So it seems like he controls the half that's there and keeps it kind of short. It was very subtle to me. It's not like when Ari shaved half of his head, you know? Like, I didn't notice right away that he had half of a mustache. It's in the episode, so I can say this. Lewis knocks on the door because we were doing Fart Carnival right before, and Brendan had to dip out slightly early to be on Rap. And they're like, come in here, come plug something. And Lewis was like, buy Skankfest tickets. And Cannon was like, yeah, and we're announcing right now that we're doing a live Fart Carnival at Skankfest. And Lewis goes, yeah. It's pretty good. So if you want to see a live Fart Carnival, be annoying about it online because the fans' actual influence of like wanting that can help us make it happen.
Sorry, that was me talking over you. I recognize that. But they should do a live Fart Carnival from the Ferris wheel.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Or the Gravitron. Some kind of carnival aspect to it to really up the ante.
Yeah, I think on the Gravitron is fucking brutal and not realistic. However, on the Ferris wheel is pretty funny to do, or even do like some promo for it or something from the.
I know Joke World did it, but I mean like a full podcast,
a full episode. You just wouldn't be able to be live.
You just do a full fucking it should be live.
How are they gonna hear it?
What do you mean?
How would they hear? Oh, like a live broadcast to the website?
No.
How is the audience gonna see or hear them?
They have wireless Bluetooth mics that connect to a speaker.
And then no one's gonna see them. Everyone's just standing around and it's like,
no, yeah, that's the funny part. It's like watching a NASCAR race. Eventually your car comes back around. And then they can do crowd work from 80 feet up in the air. Be like, you look like an ant. That guy looks like an ant. She looks like an ant.
Tweet at them if you want them to do a live podcast from the Ferris wheel. Please.
Tweet at them, Daddy.
That's it for me. On it, Brendan being 4 comes up a couple times, even though that's been here as long as like I've been working here almost. Yeah. And Lev's like, yeah, he like brings it up again and being like, and Brendan at the time even goes, what is this, TMZ? Like, why are you interviewing me all of a sudden? I just don't get it. Like, what were you? And the host side of the table was like, I wish I had a bigger dick. And Brendan was like, why? You're a grown man. Why do you care?
I wish I had a big cock.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
It would be great.
What do you mean, why?
You'd never.
Why? You're a fucking grown man. Who gives a shit about the size of your cock? Do you make
women?
Do you make your girl come?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Brendan, are you going over your morning mirror speech?
Do you make your girl come?
Who cares?
You just got to lose the 40 pounds.
And Luce is like, why do I care? Women care. And he's like, do you have a girlfriend? You make her come? And he's like, yeah, I do. And so no one agreed with him, but I kind of wanted to support Brendan on that. And I wanted to get your opinion on that. Which is like, if you're a grown-ass man over 30 and you have a girlfriend who you have sex with, and she's satisfied, why do you care anymore? If you care, it's because you care what other men think, and that's gay. Getting it in quick. Pun.
No. It's for what women think. You have a different energy when you have a bigger dick. You walk around swinging a little more. You have confidence. You know, you go to bed knowing that you satisfied your girlfriend, whether you question it. You say she's satisfied, but there's always a lingering in your mind that maybe you didn't. And now you can walk around knowing, without a doubt, that your woman is at home not cheating on you because you've got a big dick.
If you have a small dick and you're not confident that your woman is woman or women is satisfied, get better at eating box. I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's an easy solution to that. There you go. I just gave it to you guys.
Yeah, but it's not all about that.
No,
You would
but I'm
also
saying
admit that it's not all about eating.
no, it's not. But if you're like, I'm not sure if my girl is satisfied and I'm worried that it's my dick size, get better at that. That's like an easy fixable thing.
Yeah, but it's not the same kind of.
Also, it's not about.
Anyone can eat pussy good. Not everyone can have a big dick.
It's not all about size either, dare I say. Being good at sex is not all about size.
Yeah, but it's
So if you're a grown-ass man who doesn't have a micro penis, you're fine.
you're missing my point.
What's your
It's
point?
about peace of mind of knowing I have a big dick.
I support that more than wanting to pull it out at a urinal.
Peace of mind. PIECE of mind.
I have a piece of my mind. I just think if you care what other dudes think at a urinal or in a locker room, you're gay. That's gay. That's gay to think that.
No one made that. You inserted that
Lewis
argument.
made that argument on the show. I'll cut it in here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He
about
absolutely
peeing
did that.
at the urinal.
They were like being in Ehrenberg because there was the Ehrenberg story from the beginning of the episode.
No, that's not my argument.
No, I agree, and I think this is more valiant. They also, this is a tiny tidbit of something completely unrelated on the episode.
Do you think horses get depressed? I haven't seen a single depressed or anxious horse. It's because they have big dicks, dog. They're slinging that thing around.
I'm so sorry for walking over that one. I've never seen an anxious horse, Mike says.
I've never seen a depressed horse.
I've never seen
They're
a
all
horse
happy.
express anxiety before. They're all just chill all the time. Earlier in the episode, they rip off a joke from you. Dare I assert?
Ooh.
They were doing.
Just call me a hack.
No, they were ripping off you, which was a joke that you made on on a couple episodes of this show ago, where you go, "You want to know how I got these stretch marks?"
Oh,
They say that on the episode, and I will try to remember to cut it in here as well.
You want to see these scars?
Oh, I thought you were doing
These stretch marks?
Want to know how I got these stretch marks?
They were doing fat guy Joker. You were doing pregnant Joker. But it was, do you want to know how I got these stretch marks?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
now. I don't remember what it was in relation to, but I was probably making fun of a fat pregnant bitch.
Yeah, probably. That's all I had from Rap.
I thought it was very funny at the end where Zach was like, I would push my dad under the falling buildings of 9/11.
I would tape him to the nose of the plane. It was
to have Pete Davidson's dick.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I would sacrifice another 2 inches of height for dick.
I don't know if
Meaning that was a innuendo saying I already sacrificed 2.
Okay, yes, fair. Subtle for everybody who missed it.
Cause I'm short, like Aaron Berg and his big dick. That was a quick save.
What's that?
God just being at the end, short but buff and big dick.
Yeah, I mean,
loud but short and buff. Or
Jewish.
big dick. Yeah.
That's fair. And I agree. I thought you were going the opposite, where it was like short and loud. It was like, we'll give him a big dick. There we go. That'll make up for it.
See, he's got that big dick confidence, dog.
It's true. But which was first, the dick or the muscles? Which carries more weight? Because I feel like there are also lots of handsome buff dudes with tiny dicks.
Well, we've learned that muscle actually weighs more than fat.
Okay, how's that relevant?
You said which.
Oh, carries more weight.
So folks, the next
Let's move
show
on, save me, yes.
we got to talk about is TTI?
Sure, I'll bite. What happened on TTI this week?
Harrison Greenbaum was on, and he actually said something that was pretty interesting about magic, where he was like, it made sense for the rabbit in a hat trick to be a good trick back when everyone in the 1800s had that fucking hat. He's like, now it's only magicians who have that hat, so it makes less sense, or at least it doesn't. It's not as magical if you've got a
special hat.
It's obviously a special hat, whereas back then it wasn't. The fact that it wasn't special was what made it a good magic trick.
We need to do like the way that like buttons will like squirt water, or like flowers will come out of something, but with vapes. I feel like that's a modern equivalent. It's like so many people have it on them. We need to make a vape magic trick.
Ooh.
What's that? Or a cell phone magic trick. Something else that like everyone just has on them.
Well, that's like mentalism, because they have those mentalists that will like do the prediction trick where they're like, I can guess your phone passcode or something.
Ooh. How do they do that?
They just wait till they're not paying attention and look at their phone. That's seriously it.
Look at that. So the person unlocks it first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking stupid.
But vape, let's think about this. Vape. Yeah, it should be, instead of smoke, be like, some kind of liquid or something.
It spits out at you.
What about a porn star that instead of squirt, it's pee?
Flout.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, no. Wait, hold on.
I hate to break it to you, man.
No.
I think that's all of them.
So that was interesting. I didn't have a whole ton on that, but he also talked about getting injured at magic camp.
Yeah, then I had to go back to magic camp with staples in my head, and we had to tell all the kids, like, please don't put any magnets. It's not a funny joke. If you put magnets near my head, these are real staples. This is not a prank. Because we do a lot of pranks at magic camp, so it would have been very easy for this to all be a hoax. But I was like, this one's real.
How embarrassing. More embarrassing than band camp?
Yeah, magic camp is pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, both are pretty goofy.
He was a counselor, which makes it also worse.
Is it? I think it's worse to go to magic camp than to be a counselor. Oh, he was chosen as a counselor because he could do magic?
It's a magic camp, and he was a counselor that can.
So did he just get hired as a summer job based on the same credentials as, and I know what you're going to say, you don't know the answer to this. The point I'm making is that it's embarrassing to be like, I qualified to be a counselor at magic camp, than to be like, I needed a job. I didn't know magic then, but I learned it while I was there.
I wish I had the answer for you.
It doesn't matter. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I said anything. I'm sorry I'm hosting this show with you. I'm sorry that you have to host the show with me, rather.
No, I'm having fun. We've been cooking so far. I've had a couple of
we've been cooked so far.
No, I had a couple of you had a couple of good ones too.
Thank you.
What was it? Yeah, I'm saying the embarrassing part is that he got injured as a counselor. As a kid, it's like better.
Yes.
But being like an adult,
you're completely right. I agree.
we spent too long talking about that.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't have a lot, but I just thought not often is there a magician on TTI.
I agree. There's a lot of psychics. A lot of other forms of magic and mentalism.
He's also fucking straight, which I'm like, how?
Mike was so upset when he learned that.
I was so confused when he was talking about his girlfriend. I was like, I was catching the complete opposite vibe.
Yeah, Mike said the same thing listening to him at home recently. He goes, that guy's the gayest guy ever. He has a wife?
He had that twang every time he spoke.
Yeah.
I gotta see this guy. I don't know him.
It's pretty apparent.
Fair enough.
Speaking of speaking weird, Matt Marin was on Zoo this week. No, I'm kidding. I don't actually have anything from that episode. I just wanted to make the joke.
Very good. Was he on Zoo this week?
Yeah, with Sydney Gant. So
Love
check
it.
that episode out.
Love it.
Did you have anything?
Yeah, just a real quick, because we never talk about Zach's.
I'm gonna pee.
Oh, okay. I'll set it up for a question for you, but again, sort of an additional piece of housekeeping is that Zach Amico's Midnight Spook Show is moving to GaS only. As Zach puts it at the beginning of this episode, he gets fucked by the algorithm a lot, playing copyrighted material on the show, and that being like the whole plot of the episodes. So it's becoming a GaS exclusive, which means that the episodes will be more free and you can actually see the whole thing. And there will be more clips on YouTube for the people that still don't want to pay to be a member. But I think it's, as much as it's a bummer, it's also, in some ways, it's like better in others. Like it makes sense that it would be the perfect show to do this with. This particular episode was Josie Marcelino and Sean Malay, who I enjoy them both a lot, but I like Sean a lot. I wish he was on more shit around here. And his first time on the show. And they were talking about, oh, there he goes. Wow, this is so unfortunate. You guys are going to have to be the bearer of this question. Clip piercings, how do you feel about them?
What if it stops working, you know?
Oh, like it loses complete sensitivity entirely? Zach said in the episode the opposite. He's like, you got to be real careful with it because it's like more sensitive because it's like kind of got more going on at all times. Makes me a little scared.
Obviously.
Josie said in the episode that she goes, I feel like I would hurt people, and I think what she meant was having one, but she may have meant interacting with one. I'm not sure with her, could be either. It does not interest me either to experience or to have. And Zach always talks about how he's like, I knew I wanted a Prince Albert from the time I was like 16 years old. Does not speak to me. I wouldn't turn someone down if I was already in bed with them because of it, but it doesn't, I'm not seeking it out either.
What's the question?
How do you feel about clip piercings? Because I'm getting one. Just kidding.
Does it get in the way?
No,
of
it's
the clit itself.
No.
You're not decapitating the man on the boat.
No, you're giving him a collar, I think is the idea.
So it doesn't, like, I'm still going to be able to perform my wifely duties.
Sean said, well, at least this way you can find it better. And Zach says, what do you mean find it better? It's always in the same place.
Yeah.
It's not like they're in different spots.
I feel like the pierced clit is nice.
Easier to find, I suppose.
That's never been an issue.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not like girls keep it in different spots.
I know, but sometimes
if you find a clit, you found the clit.
It gets lost in the fold a little.
Oh my God. I've never seen one in person, and I can't remember the last time I saw one in porn. Years. Literal years. So I'm not sure. Also, they talk about redheads, and I know how you feel about redheads. Is part of the appeal that they have red pubes? Yes or no?
Mm-mm.
Interesting. Zach was talking about a girl that was redhead and pale as fuck, but he said it was hot that she had red pubes.
It's a pale skin.
It's how pale they are?
Yeah.
That's the appeal of a redhead?
Sort of, in the red hair.
I feel like the redheads that you enjoy are not... Oh, maybe that's not true. I guess I shouldn't assume. I was going to say natural redheads.
Please assume. This is funny.
I assume that the redheads you're interested in are not natural redheads.
I'm sure there's... it's like Chris Rock getting writers.
Uh-huh.
Chris Rock is very funny on his own, but sometimes he needs a little bit of a touch-up.
So you're saying that these people are spiritually redheads?
They might have a like they're kind of redheads, like brunette red kind of deal.
Sure, like a blonde
and then they,
red.
Get highlights or dye it more red to kind of lean into that.
Okay, interesting. That's fair. Like I said, I shouldn't assume.
But definitely, most of these bitches ain't Ronald like that. They ain't got
Wendy.
That Ronnie. They not Wendy. Wendy's nuts on your face.
Oh! He
sounded
choked on
like-
it there. That was crazy.
You sounded like Luigi dying.
Very good. Wanted to get your opinion on that, and I talked about the fact that
I love a belly button piercing. Anyone in this room or in the booth, probably in the booth, have a belly button
I
piercing?
hate a belly button. No, I don't hate it, but I literally like would talk about it too much in college. At this point, I don't care. Do what you want to do. It's kind of cool. I just feel like if you're not like, I don't know, you have to be a certain type of person to do it.
I agree. It's sort of like certain tattoos are in the
Yeah.
same category
Oh my
as a
God.
belly button ring. Not all tattoos. But
I saw a
certain
girl
tattoos.
on the train that like had a cool outfit, like had her tattoos just were off. Like the tattoos
Sure.
looked like she tried to look like someone, but she was cool. Like I get the tattoos were just off. I don't
And
know.
that was the vibe of someone who has a belly button ring, you think?
No, vibe of belly
Okay.
button ring is like trashy Jersey Shore moment.
Yes.
This chick just wanted to be more artsy and indie than she
Oh,
was
got
and
it.
got just off tattoos. I can't explain it. First time I've ever seen it ever in my life, other than just really bad. This was just kind of
It's trying too hard and
trying
it's
too
not
hard.
working.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
a
get
belly
you.
button piercing and an ankle tattoo are like the flashing green light at a stop sign. Like it's never gonna stop flashing green. Anyone can go through at any time. That's the signal it's giving.
I think that's fair. I feel like belly button rings are like not it anymore. I feel like in the 2000s they had their moment. And that moment is not now. I never see people getting new belly button tattoos in 2026.
Belly button tattoos, you
Oh,
said?
sorry, rings. Oops. Sorry, belly button rings.
I think this summer we're going to be surprised.
Quote us on that at the end of the summer. Were belly button rings. Although, I mean, yeah, I guess Y2K, even late 2000s, is like having its moment right now. And
Think
the
about
skinny jeans are just on the cusp of coming back. I can sense it. I'm not happy about it.
They never left.
They never left. Mike still wears skinny jeans. They were just so dominant for
Always
so
has
long
been.
that everyone... Oh, always has been. They were just so dominant for so long that everyone still has them. Anyway, had to get your opinion on that. And before you left, or while you were gone, I was talking about the fact that Spook Show is moving to GaS exclusively.
We've got all kinds of announcements today, guys.
Big
Aren't you glad
announcement
we're
day.
live?
Aren't you
Aren't
glad
you
we're-
happy we're live?
Are you happy that we're struggling through the content of the episode to get you this information as soon as possible?
Extra, read all about it.
I think this episode came out last week, but we didn't do an episode talking about last week because of the changeover of the times. So this was an American Loser episode with Scott Chaplin, who I enjoy very much.
Oh,
And
what a good one.
We had a real Jersey fest in the lounge after the episode ended. Or maybe right before it started. It truly does not matter. They were talking about a guy named Demo Dick Marcinko.
Oh, yeah, Demolition Dick. Yeah.
Yes.
The guy who founded the Navy SEALs.
Exactly. There was a question that KP asked Scott toward the beginning, and he said, if you were about to be deployed in World War II and you were asked if you'd rather be sent to Europe and Germany or Japan, what would you say? And you are a guy who knows about history, so I wondered if you had an answer to that.
Yeah, I would. I would say Europe, but there's always that risk that you're just gonna get fucking carpet bombed.
You're not wrong.
But the fact that they did have that kamikaze attitude of just like fighting to the death.
No prisoners, yeah.
And yeah, again, like you said, yeah, they took prisoners of war in a way different way.
Yeah.
I thought was fascinating about this episode. That's a good question. What was his answer?
KP kind of coached him into the right answer to him, which was Europe, because of how brutal they were to enemy soldiers in Japan.
You want to join the army and go to fight against Hitler in Germany? Right? Do you want to go fight in Europe, or do you want to join the Marines and go fight against Japan?
Oh,
what's your
I'd
choice?
Be like, can I be in the cast of The Little Rascals? I mean, like, can I make movies?
Can I sell
Can I make
newspapers?
propaganda for you guys?
Yeah, and Japan kind of got into the conflict later, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so it was also, it's like a situation of like the tides have changed of the war. So who's to say how it would have been if it had all started at once?
Sure.
I thought it was interesting. Scott mentioned that this guy was really they play it like he's like this like brilliant like like smooth operator,
Right.
like stealth guy, fucking Rambo.
Right.
Like he's the modern day Rambo, but he's like no one realizes that he's also like super paranoid. Like this guy is like always looking behind his shoulder, like he's always every single decision he makes has to be like within the mind of like how am I keeping my back against the wall? Like he never had a moment of just letting his shoulders down. He was always like ready to kill a fly at a moment's notice.
I think that's part of the skill set. It's why he became this guy. Like I feel like you kind of have to be like that in a lot of ways.
Yeah, sure.
But you're saying people had this impression of him as being this cool cucumber guy.
Not cucumber, but just like that. No one realizes that that's part of it. Is
right.
The schizophrenic level of paranoia that has to come with the territory of being so good.
Right. I also like the fact that
just that this guy's got to be a fucking nightmare to hang out with.
Yeah, or live with even.
And he also would get part of the hazing to get in was he would Chris Vega people where he would feed them shots just to see how they behave when they were drunk.
Sure.
To know whether he could work with them or not.
That's huge. That actually makes a lot of sense. That you're not just like spilling secrets. Or like blowing your cover or whatever.
Yes. Yeah, we would be awful. Like we got the whole snitch podcast.
We do have the snitch podcast.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I like the fact that he looked into it and this guy was like an advisor on 24.
Oh,
that was pretty cool. That's all I had.
I thought the thing you would like is the straight out of Fight Club Red Operation Red or whatever it was called, which would, you know what I'm talking? Did you listen to the whole episode?
No.
Okay, so they had like a literal out of Project Mayhem, stress testing the infrastructure of the military.
Okay.
Where they would literally go into military bases and try to take them over. Like they one time like attacked a submarine and took all the people there hostage. He took Navy officers hostage on military bases. Like
just to see how they would handle it.
Just to find the weak points. In the military.
Right.
And they got the military approval to do it until they went too far.
Right.
Like he just took it on his own volition and then
Right, can't do that.
But that's like Project Mayhem, is it not?
Yeah, absolutely. Being like, I'm gonna fight you and see how you do. We're gonna infight with each other.
So I just thought you would find that interesting.
Yes. I like that a lot.
And then the other thing that I clipped was that they mentioned that slinkies were originally intended for the military.
I love that. I think that I want to say silly putty came from the military too.
Yeah, I think they mentioned that as well, where it's like a bunch of Scott Chaplin made the point of like, he's like, yeah, back then it was like, every part of the buffalo.
Right.
So like if you couldn't use it for the military, it's like, I don't know, let the kids play with it. Like we're not going to waste this material.
Right.
So I just thought that was
every part of the buffalo is a funny way to put that.
Yeah.
I love that.
The putty.
Yeah.
The putty bone.
Right.
Yeah, we can move on. What else did you have?
All that's left on here is Skanks. Figure it's best. Save the best for last.
So here's what happens. Legion of Skanks. Tim Dillon's supposed to come on. To talk about the correspondence dinner.
Right.
Lewis says, well, you can also attest to this, but Lewis says that in the morning he called Lewis to say, I'm not canceling, talk shit about a bunch of comedians, and then hung up. And then canceled during rap because Nat, what happened?
Oh, I didn't hear why he canceled. I just heard that I heard Lewis receive the message while he was doing ads and be like, all right, we gotta find somebody else. And we can say this, right? Because it was public that Tim Dillon was supposed to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got blessed. The pod got blessed with a little bit of Tristan Bowling and Lev Fur.
And the Lev Fur show.
The Cockfight show. Yeah. Minus Column.
Right.
So Tristan, he comes in looking like he got out of bed. Apparently they were recording the Patreon of Cockfight, but he was like, I guess we have to do something more important now. So they had to leave the cellar.
That's so funny.
And
it's a good thing they're not that far from each other.
Yeah. So I got in there early, and I was standing outside hanging with everyone, chit-chatting, and Lewis comes over to Erin, and he's like, Erin, don't you hate Josie? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, you want to talk to her about it on the show? And she was like, eh. And he was like, come on, yeah, you do. And he was like, remember how good, remember how you were, remember when you came after us for the AI art, and then people supported you afterwards. And she was like, yeah, that's a good point. All right, fine. What?
This is wrestling.
No, she actually hates her.
No, I know, but yes, I know that. That's real. But this is wrestling, and that I didn't realize Lewis was setting up a fight even from before.
Yeah.
Got it.
I wanted to give the backstage context.
I like it. I thought a fight was spawned during the show. I didn't realize the express goal of bringing them on together was that he wanted them to fight.
Oh yeah.
Got it.
And it was real because literally after Lewis said that, we were like, wait, Erin, why do you not like Josie? And she was like, she's a liar. Right. And she's just going off. And we're like, oh, hell yeah. So first half of the episode, they talk about the Russell Brand thing, was actually also thought was pretty funny.
Yeah.
They were like, Big J made fun of the fact that during a clip, it said, at the end it said TMZ, but it was just of Piers Morgan or whatever, and he was like, it's very funny that they're like TMZ, and it's just another it's a clip of a different show. TMZ didn't find that. They didn't have a reporter in the studio. They just clipped something, but they're like, this is us. Right. We did this.
That is funny.
And then they were like, we should say Tim Dillon canceled on us, TMZ. Yeah. They were like, put that at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then the other thing we found out, which everyone in here has also are subscribers, so they know. But by the time this is out on YouTube, it's also out on YouTube on Skanks. So I'm not breaking any rules by saying this. Big J is doing the roast of Kevin Hart.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. We know that guy.
He's on the panel.
Yeah, I know. That's what I get. That's good for him. That rules.
Crazy, right?
That's a guy that we know. And everyone's going to watch the roast of Kevin Hart, and we're going to go, that guy gives me a hug every time he sees me.
Yeah, that guy tells me to feel his face. Jay always after Story Wars goes, it's your friend Jay, feel my face. And I'll bring my hand and go like this.
That's so funny. I've never seen him do that. That's great.
He's like, it's your friend Jay.
Love it.
So, yeah, it's a couple of...
pretty cool.
A couple of fingers in the pie of that project there.
Yeah.
So the other thing is that the fight is a brewing. Josie before the show is like, is she retarded? I was like, no, she wants attention.
Yeah.
and Josie like didn't like.
Have they not met?
Yeah, that's why she thought she was retarded. And I was like, no, she likes this. She wants this.
Right.
Deep down, she does want this.
Right.
And so I was trying to give Josie a pep talk, and then so they go on air, and immediately Erin's going hard in the paint. She's like, "You fucking painting on eyebrows, ass bitch!" Like she directly called out that she paints on her eyebrows.
That's funny.
You are an incredibly dishonest person, and sometimes that's acceptable, but the things you're dishonest about are next level. And I'm not just talking about the fact that you don't actually have eyebrows. I'm talking about the fact...
And her whole point was that she lied in the Andrew Wilson debate. That's just her whole argument, is that you lied in a debate, that she admitted that she lied. Like, Josie was the one who admitted that she lied.
That's not. I don't know if that's a. I don't know if that's a flex for Erin.
It's not a gotcha.
I don't know if that's like the win that Erin thinks it is.
I know, but the problem is that Josie didn't hit back.
Oh my
she
God.
just took it. She didn't have any good comebacks. She refused to like diss her in any way. She was like, "No, I don't want to be mean." It's like, well, she's being mean to you.
Yeah,
now
she should have been like, "I don't want to be mean to this woman I thought was retarded 15 minutes ago."
That's what she said, but they're like, she doesn't seem it.
Yeah.
Like, hit back.
Yeah, yeah.
It
I'm
just-
saying that she thought she was retarded when she met her would be a hit,
It
but she
wasn't-
didn't even go that way.
It wasn't a hit. She did say that, but it wasn't a hit. They came to the grand conclusion. Notice how I put 3 D's in there when there were 0.
Conclusion.
Conclusion. That
Sorry, I'm trying really hard not to chew.
they're gonna fight at Skankfest.
Fight how? Box?
Box.
Damn.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a hot fight.
This is going to be a hot fight.
Also, Erin, they Lewis made them rate each other.
That's funny.
And Josie didn't want to do it, and then she was finally like, "All right, fine, you're like a 2."
Yeah.
And it's like, if you had said that instead of digging your heels, and it would have been funnier, but you took 15 minutes to say it,
God,
so it took all this
that's the
sting
easy
out of
one,
it.
Josie. That's the easy one.
So like, you took out of the sting out of it.
Whew.
You know what I mean?
Rough.
If you had said it immediately, it would have been like better. But like, it's not really a dunk if you were like, "Well,
Yeah,
no, I don't wanna."
Yeah, what happened here? Everyone shit the bed. Josie shit the bed, I guess. If Erin came out swinging, Josie shit the bed here. I didn't even watch it. I couldn't bring myself to watch it, I'll be honest.
What did you?
Like, I know these people.
Serafina, your thoughts?
Do you have thoughts? Were you there?
Yeah. No, it was honestly really funny and fun. We're talking about Josie and Erin still, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. Josie, you're right, Natalie. Josie wasn't saying as much as she could have, but was playing it safe and came off like normal and respectful and cool. But yeah, Erin was saying some crazy shit. Lev was really funny, bouncing off of Erin's like bombs.
Love it.
What did he say? Like,
It was like
fat women gurgle.
that was so funny. Someone said like, oh my God, yeah, fat woman gurgle instead of gargle. That was
Yeah.
so funny.
Gurgle.
And then it was like Erin called out Lev for just starting to talk now that she saying stuff. And he goes, yeah, the smell woke me up.
Yeah.
So that was
funny.
I'm glad I came up here, Lev, because you haven't said a word before I got here, so I'm glad you finally found your voice tonight.
The smell woke me up.
Jorge, you still here?
Thank you, Serafina, that added.
Yes, thank you for that. Sorry to walk over you, but I saw Jorge in the chat saying, don't listen to the bias, Nat. Fake stream news.
Fig stream news.
Fig stream news. Yeah, if Jorge's still here, he should weigh in.
I thank Tim Dillon for this, because without him, we wouldn't have gotten this gem.
True. We'll see if they actually fight. Who is your money on?
Josie, because she fought in a fucking beekeeper outfit and won.
That's true. That's true. I
In
didn't even
Vegas.
think of that. Yeah, Josie has fighting experience.
Yeah.
As of this point, I mean, we're like 7 months out. I'm going to put it on Josie for now.
Yeah, she wore a beekeeper is just what
Wait,
the guys from
funniest was Erin being like everyone when Josie said it, the whole room was like, "Whoa, yes, it's totally gonna happen, right? Obviously, because Erin comes every Monday and would want to be there."
Right.
And then Erin goes, "No."
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like what?
To being on the show?
Like to fighting and potentially like that would be like, oh, she goes, "Will you pay for my Airbnb?" And Lois is like, "No, I don't think we want to cover your Airbnb." It was, I don't know, just a sequence of every word that came out of Erin's mouth was weird and funny. It was a good time.
That sounds like her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Female Tom.
She watches
No, I'm
the
kidding.
show, so I'm treading carefully.
Wow, what a flex on someone who can't tread at all. No, Erin.
Oh, her. Sorry. My B.
Yeah, the other funny thing was, of course, after the show, because Big J was pitching some of his jokes for the roast to the audience, because he's like, I don't want a writer. Like, I want all these jokes to be from me.
I'd be worried that people would leak them.
And he was like, so I'm just going to test them in the room. And then Lev afterwards goes, "Oh, I got some jokes for you." And he pitched jokes again. It's like, stop pitching people jokes.
He can't resist. He
can't help
literally
himself.
can't resist. He can't help himself. Whew.
Also, Erin pissed me off after the show.
What happened?
Oh, this pissed me off. Both of these women are pissing me off this week.
I know.
So we were hanging outside the stand, and, you know, after the show, you're just, like, talking in a circle. So I was talking with the Skanks gang. Shout out Alex. Shout out Brian.
Yep.
Shout out Kevin.
Yep. I know
Shout out
those guys.
Enrique. All my boys. Shout out Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
And Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
And just figured I'd give the shout out because I never shout them out.
Right.
But that's my gang right there.
Yes.
And so we were just standing there, and then we were standing outside, and these two people from, like, audience members from the stand, I don't even think they were at Skanks. They didn't look like they came from Skanks. They just came up and they were like, "Hey, it's my friend's birthday. We came out to this comedy club just because, like, you know, for the birthday or whatever, and we wanted a picture to commemorate it. Can you just take our picture?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so I take the picture. I take the camera, and Erin's like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And they were like, "Huh? What do you mean?"
No.
And I was like, "It's nothing, whatever, here, I'll take the picture." And she's like, "Don't you know his name?" And they're like, "What?" And she's like, "That's Blind Mike. How do you not know who it is?" And I'm like, "Erin, they don't know who the fuck I am. They just wanted a picture." And I was like, "Erin, you take it." And cause I'm like, I can't explain this right now.
Oh
and I
my
just walked away.
God.
I'm like, this is too much for me to explain. Just take the picture.
Oh, read the room.
It was crazy.
That's insane.
It put me in such an awkward position, and I was annoyed.
Oh my! And they were like, "Okay, what does that mean?"
They were like, so can you take the picture?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Sure, just take the fucking picture."
Oh, I hate that.
And yeah, so now let's get into HSR. I got a bone to pick with Josie.
Yeah.
But this, I also, all right.
You guys are getting this live.
Listen, full curtain pull.
Full curtain pull.
After this show, I can only imagine I am going to get a for real scolding from Chris
A
Vega.
second asshole. Yeah.
Second asshole.
He's going to be ripped a second asshole.
So, I'm doing damage control now, and I will take part responsibility for this. But I'm not the one who suggested this in the first place. So, I made a clip this weekend from last week's HSR, where Josie Marcelino called out Andrew Wilson for leaving her voice notes in her DMs. And she played the voice notes on the show. And I'm like, this is perfect. This is going to get some traction on Twitter.
Right.
Let me make a clip and post it. Of course, no one can help themselves, and Andrew Wilson immediately responds. So now there's this Twitter X.com feud between Stanley, Vega, Josie, and Andrew Wilson going on all day.
Okay.
And of course, I'm like, I still have other work to do. It's a Tuesday. Tuesday is by far my busiest day of the week. I'm promoting TTI, Skanks, making clips. I have to put out a freelance podcast that I edit for. Like my day, we have a meeting, we have a staff meeting. It's my busiest day, so I'm just trying to get through it as fast as I can and just, I don't have a lot of time to spare.
Right.
I'm on the move. And so I'm on my way into the city and I get a text from Josie and she's like, "Hey, I'm getting a lot of hatred from Andrew Wilson's fans from this Twitter clip that you made. Can you take it down?"
Right.
And I said, I mean, I feel like that's going to stoke the fire more.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want me to do that? And she was like, yes. Right. And I was literally getting on the train as she's texting this. So I was like, I'm going to be underground for at least a half an hour, 45 minutes to maybe an hour. Like, I'm afraid that she's going to call the bosses and tell them I'm difficult to work with if I don't just do it. So I'm just like, whatever, I'll just delete it. Water under the bridge. I'm also just like kind of defeated because of the GaS Digital Instagram thing.
Yeah. So
I'm just kind of like, whatever. At this point, fine. Like I need to move on with my day.
Sure.
I'm on the train. I just need to not have her texting me constantly as she's already blowing up my phone. So I deleted it. And then I get a call from Chris Vega being like, "Why the fuck would you delete that? Never delete something of my show. Never delete a clip of my show without my approval."
Right.
Now we just look like
cowards.
Yeah. And so I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I'm a little pissed that
he texted me about it. He was pissed.
I understand that it was also partially my fault, but I didn't ask for it to be taken down. I was fine keeping it up. It's not like I, on my own volition, she was begging me to take it down. So I'm a little annoyed at Josie. I'm going to be honest, fellas. So I am also taking in a little bit of, I'm also a little bit on Erin's side here right now just because of that.
That's so funny. I mean, fuck that guy, to be honest, but like, yeah, that's why you got to keep it up. Fuck that guy.
I know.
And keep it up. I get like, I don't know. I've never been the focus of like such a big wave of hate.
And then there was another woman on her side that was like, I thought I was the only one. And I told her that and she didn't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, Josie, there's someone on your side.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So annoying. So I'm a little annoyed.
Yes, for those of you that don't know who the fuck we're talking about, he's the whatever guy. The guy on the whatever podcast that Josie did a debate with on like his show or whatever. They like
he's not even when you Google it. When you Google whatever podcast host, he doesn't even come up.
He's not even in the top bill of hosts because there's other dude hosts.
Brian Atlas is the main guy. He's just like like an Akeem Woods of the show.
Right, just a regular
rotating douche.
Oh, I hate this guy. I would hate this guy if someone I know in real life didn't debate him because his takes are awful. He hates women. He's actively creating like a dangerous environment online for any woman. He's like stoking the flames of like.
Yeah, I'm not saying I like him.
No, I'm just like giving context for the fans who don't know who he is.
Even Dave was kind of annoyed with him when he was on Part of the Problem, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't think he was on Part of the Problem, but he's like debated him before.
Oh, he was on Part of the Problem.
When? 2008?
No, before you were on the show.
Oh, he's such a fucking prick.
Like right before.
I like don't say it, and Dave, this is very anti-Dave's show, but I feel like his rhetoric is dangerous to women. And he's a huge hypocrite because everyone talks about how his wife has like 3 baby daddies.
Well, even in the voice notes that he left, it's just the way that he like sucks himself off is crazy. Just being like,
set up their debate.
I think so. I'm so good at thinking and philosophizing. I'm so inward. Shut up.
I would say that just from the little bit that I was here setting up Josie's debate with this guy, because I did set it up for them and then I couldn't listen to it. I didn't listen to it. She comes in, she's like, hey, happy Friday. He goes, well, it will be for me. I'm like, how do you just like, shut the fuck up, dude. Stop prematurely jerking yourself off.
Yeah, you could also just be like, oh, hey, random producer, you too. Like, you could also just be nice to you.
No, she said it. Josie said it. Hey, happy Friday.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, it will be for me. I'm like, shut up. But yes, you're right. I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to talk about this guy anymore because that's like not what we're doing.
No, this is all weird.
Someone called me out for the rhetoric being dangerous for women. All right, I was being a little bit facetious, but you get what it means. He's like, anyone who's like on the fence about being like, I'm a single guy who doesn't talk to women much, and I'm like a little bit scared of them. He's like, not only should you be scared of them, but they're below you. They're subhuman compared to you.
GaS Digital is like the Dabbleverse for Andrew Wilson. It's like he's our stuttering John.
Oh, these are words that don't mean anything to me. I'm sorry.
And I'm the blind Mike.
Yes, you are.
That's only funny to 4 people.
It is, but I bet they really liked it. I think we need to wrap. I don't want to talk about that guy anymore. That's the only reason that I'm on Josie's side here, but I think she shit the bed on Skanks. I don't know why the fuck she
I wish she
just
was shit
kept
in
it
my
all
bed. No, I'm kidding.
You wish you would shit in her bed right now.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna do a fucking Jodie Foster or whatever the fuck Johnny Depp's wife, Farrah Abraham or whatever. What's her name?
What's her? Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, yeah.
Jodie Foster. This has been GaS Digital now, I think. Has it? Do you think it has?
Yeah. Thanks for tuning into our live program.
Yeah,
here
sorry
on the
for
GaS
all of
Digital
that.
Network.
Always when we're live, it's ass. Sorry.
573 GaS line. Call in if you want
it's too late.
us to talk about something.
It's too late. It's about to be HSR. Stay tuned for HSR.
The phone lines are slammed.
They're slammed. They're so slammed we can't take any. This has been GaS Digital now, the GaS Digital wrap-up show.
Subscribe at GaS Digital Network to let YouTube know that you want to see more of us wrapping up everything so you don't have to watch all of the GaS Digital podcasts. We watch them for you. So subscribe so you can help us get in that algorithm so we're easier to find to solve that problem for you. And also subscribe to gasdigital.com if you want to see everything ad-free and uncensored. Or I think we're going to be doing more chat engagement going forward. So if you want to engage with us in the chat from going on,
yeah, it was Lola that said
now.
that she like didn't get what I meant by dangerous rhetoric, but then she said she liked my lipstick, so redeemed. Just
I want to
kidding.
kiss that lipstick.
Probably not specifically that, because it will get on everything. Natalie DeChico edits on Instagram. Follow Part of the Problem Clips on YouTube. Follow That Blind Mike on Instagram.
No, I need everyone to go to the YouTube channel at GaS Digital Network and subscribe there, because I'm posting classic clips and I'm editing the Cabo video. Whoo, it's a fun one.
It's a good one. He has a good through line of this one.
I think so. Dom's in it.
Dom is in it. Seraphine is also in it, is she not?
Yes.
I'm in it. Becca's in it.
Yeah,
there are plenty of women in it.
Yeah. You got an exclusive
If you want to
interview.
watch it with the sound off, because I know how we feel about women here.
Slow motion, 0.5 speed.
0.5 speed. That's it. You guys got anything you want to plug? Is that a no? That's okay. Also watch Fart Carnival.
Yeah.
That's it.
Live at Skankfest.
Yeah, start pushing that now. Live at Skankfest. I would love for that to come to fruition. That's it. That's all I got. I don't know if we're gonna see the outro in this live one, but goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.